Who is the most stressed person on the face of this earth? If you say an overworked man, I would say no. A multitasking woman, I would say no. If you say teenagers, yes. So much is happening in their life, both externally and internally. So when they come across certain adversities in their life, they are like a ticking bomb and they can just explode with their emotions. So we have something called as post-crisis analysis, and getting to know what went wrong and what we could do in future. Similarly, for teenagers, when they are not going through the adversities, ask them to sit down and go through these 4 or 5 checklists that I'm going to give you, which will equip them to overcome any kind of challenges, adversities, and overwhelming situations, and they will come out triumphantly. So the first and the foremost Ante Crisis step is well-being, that is taking care of themselves. What do you mean by taking care of themselves? It includes their physical aspect, their mental aspect, as well as their emotional aspect. So in physical aspect, no matter what situation they are going through, if the routine is set in terms of a balanced nutritional diet, exercise, and rest, half the problems might be sorted out. The second one is the mental well-being. As we know, in a day, around 60 to 80,000 thoughts are coming into our mind, of which more than 90% of them are negative. So teach your child that it is okay to ignore the thoughts that they're coming across. And whenever they are feeling anxious or overwhelmed, ask them to counter these thoughts with something called as their own shiny stars that they have collected in the past. What are these shiny stars that they have collected in the past? These are their previous achievements or the wins and whatever successes they've had in the past. Ask the child to write them down on a piece of paper and stick it on a table or on the wall of a cupboard or a bookshelf or anywhere that is easy for them to access. And whenever they're going through these moments of adversities, teach them to go back to these moments of happiness or successes, which will counter these negative thoughts. So after the physical, mental, the third well-being that they need to be equipped with is their emotion. Emotions are good for humans. We are humans because of these emotions. So it is, let them express whatever the emotions are there. But only thing is, they should not hold on to these emotions for a longer time, especially the negative ones. So ask the child to, journal their emotions. So in the process of writing, they will actually sort out many things. They need not even have to come to you for that matter. And the second important thing is, ask them to name their emotions. Say whether they're feeling angry, sad, happy, overwhelmed, depressed. When they name the emotion, it's easy to tame them, and they will come out with the reason why they're feeling so. So again, this will help them sort out what exactly they are feeling or going through. So once they've taken care of the well-being, despite these situations, suppose the adversities or the challenges they're facing is beyond their own strength, then ask them to make a list of support system that they will have to need to go to. Teach them that it is okay to feel vulnerable. Teach them that if they're seeking support is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it is their strength to show that they're trying to help themselves. So ask them to have a support system, be it in the family, be it their peer group or friends, or in the school, teachers, or anyone they are comfortable with. So after the first step of well-being in physical, mental, and emotion, the second step is going for support system. The third and the final important step is having a growth mindset. When a child is involved in a long-term goal, that is something he knows that that is where he wants to be, if he is aware and he is already planned for it, these small adversities that they come across, they can actually see these adversities as challenges. So teach a child to have these long-term goals with the growth mindset. The tiny adversities that they come across will easily be overcome by them. So these are the 3 important steps which are very essential for the teenagers to overcome the stress. One is taking care of themselves, that is feeling well-being in terms of physical, mental, emotional. Second one is asking for support in the nearby family, friends and school. And lastly is having a growth mindset with a clear goals. So go ahead and teach your children these anti-crisis methods to be prepared for any kind of adversities in their life. Thank you.